Good afternoon, Moritz. How are we feeling? Make some noise. That's about 6 of you, but there are 60,000. Once again, Moritz, how are we feeling here this afternoon? It's more like it, but there is still room for improvement. With that, we'd like to welcome you back to what has already been an exceptional second day of this, the 39th edition of the Snow Polo World Cup 2024. And before I hand you over to my dear friend and colleague, John Ken, I'd like to let everybody to my left know in the grandstand seating. And if you are sitting in a grandstand where you might be thinking that you're floating, we should be charging you extra for that swimming pool, but no worries, that is just quite normal for a certain amount of water to come up through the ice. The thickness of the ice is thick enough, so please do not be alarmed. Just please be careful when you leave the grandstands that you don't slip, but there is absolutely no danger, nothing to be concerned about. I actually said to Reto we should maybe have a wet t-shirt competition. He's thinking about that idea, and he will come back to me on that a little bit later. I'd like to now once again introduce you to my dear friend and co-commentator all the way from Calgary. Good afternoon, Mr. John Kent.
Good afternoon, welcome back. We have the second semi-final of the day just about to get underway, and what a match this could be. Moritz taking on Makaj, and of course, the local favourites for Kushnap practice. They are awaiting for winners of this game. The bell is going. We're going to ask both sets of players now to make their way out in front of us here by the goalpost, and then the second of our two semi-finals will be underway, the third and final contest of this second day of the Snow Polo World Cup here at Moritz.
So, players are making their way out, and of course, what we will do is we will introduce them to you again. So, ladies and gentlemen, players are coming out, a lot to play for, and as John just said, Team Makaj would like to once again send out a very special warm welcome to Tanya Golescic, the Chief Executive. Where are you, Tanya? And the entire crew of Makaj. Great to have you with us. And of course, from the Moritz Tourismus AG, the Chief Executive, Mariana Jakic. Also, a very good afternoon to you, young lady, as the players now make their way out onto the lake for, as John was saying, our second semi-final and our third penalty shootout of the day. And within these two teams, we have a young man from South Africa making his debut here in Moritz. He's been here on many occasions as a spectator. Great to see him in the saddle, the captain, Jonathan Tidswell Pretorius. And also making her debut from America, the captain from Makaj team, Lydia Gauss. We will, of course, introduce you to both of the two teams and their players. Once they line up, we'd like to have one team on the left of the goalposts, please, and one on the right. And John, we've got a young man out there by the name of Tito Gaudenzi, winner of this prestigious tournament the last 2 years running. He, of course, desperate and very keen to try and make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, a couple of players came into this tournament with that chance, as we just call the team in red over to the other side, the left as we see it, of the goalpost. But as you said, young Tito Gaudenzi came in with a chance of winning 3 in a row, as did Adrian Laplacette, who we saw earlier. Now Tito Gaudenzi, the last of the two standing, has a look there, puts his fist up in the air. What a chance it is for him. What an opportunity as well to play alongside Polo.
Indeed it is. So, as the players line up, ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce you to the teams, could I ask everybody once again?
Yes, once again, a big hand for Jan-Erik Frank and John from Calgary, our speakers today. And as it is a tradition, we will, before the semifinals and before the finals, play the national anthem. So please, ladies and gentlemen, rise for the Swiss national anthem. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, if you please, for the Swiss national anthem. And now, without any further ado, let me start by introducing you from right to left. Remember, we have a young lady present, and ladies in our book always come first. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, all the way from the USA, making her debut, the captain of Team Macaj. Give it up for Lydia Ghost. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Jack Hyde. Making his 3rd appearance here in St. Moritz, from Argentina, the 7-goaler, Cedro Strada. And from England, ladies and gentlemen, no stranger, he played here back in 2014. Please welcome Mr. Ryan Pemble.
And against them, in the red shirts of Team St. Moritz, top of the world, I am going to mention his name, but he is just waiting for another horse. But it's the MVP from the opening day from South Africa, Jonathan Tiswell Pretorius. Great to see you back out here today, Jonathan. Playing at number 2, we've already mentioned 2-time winner, Tito Garenzi. And number 3, the 10-goaler, one of the greatest players of his generation from Uruguay, Polo Sterling. And playing at back, the young man from Spain, Pelayo Berizadi.
And ladies and gentlemen, please be so kind and also put your hands together for the 4 gentlemen in the striped shirts, our official umpires, led, of course, by the legend, Mr. Oliver Ellis. Good afternoon, Oliver Ellis. Then we have Charles Seville and Mark Holmes from England, and Cesar Ruiz Gunazu, the young man from Argentina. Those are your 4 umpires. Up here, of course, we have our senior official, Christian Dunkerberg. Good afternoon to you, sir. And as I'm sure John has mentioned already before, remember, you can watch all the action exclusively and live and for free on our official live streamer, pololine.tv. A very good afternoon to that crew as well, and Sebastian, who's up here, making sure that we get all the coverage. So, here we go then. They've tossed a coin. John, who do you think is going to start? It looks like the team in the dark jerseys, Team Macaj.
Yep, Team Macaj, I heard them. They were wanting to take the loudest supporters of the day title off the Kushnab practice, so we expect to hear the Team Macaj supporters throughout this penalty shootout, but it is going to be, it looks like, Ryan Pemble to be the first to step up. Remember, 2 penalties from each distance, 30 yards out, and then it looks like 40 yards out as they step up now. Pemble. It's just going to keep us waiting. Increase that level of tension in the crowd.
Well, it was Reto himself who told me the best play is foreplay, so let's just wait how long they need Ryan Pemble to go. I think we're about ready. And I believe, yep, he's getting on his pony. Jonathan Tiswell Pretorius, the South African, now on a fresh pony. And as soon as the umpire calls play, Ryan Pemble will take his first of his 2 shots on goal. And St. Moritz, you've been a great crowd, as you are every year. Please don't let us down now in this, our 3rd penalty shootout of the day, and a very important one, because as John was saying, this is the 2nd semi-final. We know who's already in that final. John, remind us, who's waiting for the outcome of this match tomorrow?
The Kushnab practice band of supporters in the crowd. They are awaiting for winners of this game, the Snow Polo World Cup final. Take place tomorrow here on the lake, as we just await Jonathan Tiswell Pretorius on the far side still. What do you be thinking if you have a Kushnab practice in the stand now?
I would probably be thinking, with so much confidence which they displayed in that penalty shootout, just bring it. I'm sure they're not going to be fussed, whoever they are up against. But I've heard the whistle. Let's now focus on Ryan Pemble taking his first penalty shot here for Team Macaj. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it's done. Ryan Pemble opening up his scoring account here for Team Makaj. And as I said, I'd like to say it again, good afternoon, the lovely Tanya Golevchich, the chief executive of Makaj. She's all the way from the Great White North, but she lives in New York. She always says that to me, I know, but she's from the Great White North. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means Canada. Right, shot number 2, Pemble. Just teeing the ball up the way he likes it. And then let's see if he can make it 2-0. And I'm sure when Jonathan comes out there, he did so well yesterday. Right, that ball. Yeah, it's the red one he wanted. It's the red one he got. Here we go then. Ryan Pemble to make it 2-0.
Pebble with the strike. It's curling. It's curling. Oh, it's off the post.
Unlucky there, Tristan. Unlucky. We thought we might see a little bend it like Beckham, but it didn't quite happen. So, the first of the Sam Moritz, top of the world player, coming out there now. That is the number 1, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's the man from Sweden, Niklas Johansson. Yeah, relax yourself, he's only Swedish. Here we go. Johansson. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Forget Billy the bookshelf, it's Johansson who picks up the first score here for Sam Moritz, top of the world.
How about that for coolness? He didn't take part in the penalty shootout. A late replacement here for Jonathan Titwell Pretorius coming in, and he just slotted that one straight through. No nerves whatsoever as he steps up again.
Oh, look at this. This looks straight, ladies and gentlemen. This looks straight, and he did a Nico Sanraman.
How about that for coolness? He watched Nicolas Sanraman in that first penalty shootout, or the second one, I should say, the first semi, just putting it over the line, and he did exactly the same there. What a start it has been for Sam Moritz, top of the world.
Right, now if I'm not mistaken, and if my eyes don't deceive me, we are going to see the captain, Lydia Gauss, making her way to that spot, that 30-yard spot. And I'm pretty sure that she's got the support of the entire Makaj crew. It's about 8,500 of them that have descended from all corners of the world, of course. Yes, and of course, later, don't forget, we have the Makaj stand right here behind us, next to Ender Sport, where you can also pick up from Casablanca a shirt. But now let's focus on this first penalty by the captain herself, Lydia Gauss. As I said, making her debut from the United States of America. She's just eyeing up that goalpost. Play is called. Here we go then. Best of... One.
Lydia Gauss with the penalty. It's going close. Oh, just wide to the right-hand side. Unlucky Lydia Gauss, but she will step up again and have a second opportunity.
Exactly. All is not lost. One shot to warm up, and the second one, I'm sure, will go through. So as I said, go and there are such a lovely crew at Makaj. Go and see them this afternoon when you stroll across the lake. Right next to Ender Sport, which of course are also displaying all of our official merchandise. A big thank you to Stephen Alexander and his crew from Casablanca. But now, shot number 2 from the captain, Lydia Gauss.
Lydia Gauss it is. This one looks good. Let's hear it. Team Makaj. Lydia Gauss gets one on the board.
And look at that, she's happy. Give her a round of applause, everybody. She's delighted that she had to be so. That was a cracking goal. No mistake there.
So no mistake there by Lydia Gauss, making it 2 goals apiece.
Indeed. So let's. Are we live? It's working. The satellite is still where it should be. This is the way to making a technician nervous. Wait, stop. Quite here. That's when they start panicking. What the battery? What is gone? It's all working. It's all working. Here we go then. Number 2, Tito Gaudenzi. Remember, back-to-back winners, John. A lot of pressure.
Can he find himself in that 3rd final? Gaudenzi, oh. He was confident.
Another one
It
bites
looked
the
good,
dust.
but it just went wide to the left and Freddie Mercury sings.
Another one bites the dust. In this case, another one bites the snow. Don't you know? So, but he's got another chance. And once again, my advice would be just grip it and rip it. Don't think about it. Just get the job done. And he's a very, very strong hitter, is that Tito Gaudenzi. Probably one of the strongest hitters I've seen in my polo career. He can knock that ball into another postcode on a good day. Here we go then. Shot number 2 from 30 for Tito Gaudenzi.
It's close. It's close. Oh, that
Another one
right-hand
bites the
goalpost
dust.
has been a nemesis all day long to some of these players.
Well, I was just wondering, do you think somebody moved it, or do you think it's been there all afternoon?
I'm going to say someone moved it. It was looking good. And the goalpost got him away.
So, Makaj coming back out. Can they capitalize on this little advantage? Now then, this young man, Jack Hyde, his father, the prof, the only man in the history of this tournament to have lifted the beautiful trophy 7 times. We have 3 5-time winners here, but this young man, Jack Hyde, will want to do his father proud. And if he's watching, good afternoon, Prof. Hope you're enjoying the action here. And I'm sure you're wishing your boy all the very best. He has, of course, represented England on many, many occasions. And it's great to see that the Hyde legacy continues here through young Jack Hyde.
Jack Hyde, team Casual. It's
Another
curling.
one bites the
That
dust.
snow, it's just leaning these balls to the right-hand side.
It is, and you know what? I mean, he moved over far enough, so he obviously had that, you know, in his sights. Maybe he needs to move over a little bit further. But yeah, as you said, that goalpost from our side, the right, from the player's side, the left. If you weren't superstitious, you'd think it'd be jinxed. So it could also be. If you look at the flags over there, there's a slight breeze. So chance number 2 for Jack Hyde. That's more like it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Makaj. Jack Hyde. Well done, Jack. Picking up his first goal and putting Makaj in the lead by 3 goals to 2.
As if he listened to you as the expert, he actually aimed, I think, wide of the left-hand goalpost that time. Went straight through the middle. Is that the trick?
So, another one of those red players, a young man from Spain, also making his debut. 5-goaler, Pelayo Berazari. You know him a little bit better than I do, I believe, John.
A really familiar player over in Sottogrande, Pelayo Berazari. So accomplished from this kind of position on grass. Now, can he bring it out here in this second semi-final? His first time on the greatest show on snow here in St. Moritz. Berazali. with the penalty. He's gone for that goalpost. He wasn't listening to you. He's hit it wide.
Another one bites the dust.
Very unlucky. And of course, for those of you who follow polo, you know that Spain won the FIP European Championships last summer in Dusseldorf and the World Championship. So they are at the moment the team to beat. Let's see if he can make goal number 2 count and draw level with Makaj.
Steps up again, little bit of a half swing through the middle of the goal. And San Moritz top forward, let's hear it for the home side. They make it 3 goals apiece here in the second semi-final.
So all to play for, nothing gained, nothing lost. And yeah, as you said, they now move the ball back. Beg your pardon, we have one more shot to take by Makaj. And that will be the man from Argentina, highest handicap player in that team, serving goaler, Cedro Strada, making his 3rd appearance here on the frozen lake of San Moritz. Play is called. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it. Put your hands together. Isidro Strada, cool as a cucumber. And no messing about, just aim, shoot and fire, and he scores.
Absolutely pumped that one through the center of the goal. Cedro Strada, one of a band of young and up-and-coming Argentine players really making their mark on the European stage. Ooh, his horse just making life a little bit tricky for him.
I think it's that blue line again. Remember, we saw that yesterday. Some of the ponies, they feel slightly spooked by the blue line. So this is where the rider needs to reflect the confidence through the pony. And he does just that, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it's done again. A round of applause for Senor Strada from Argentina.
Now, what about this player stepping up now? David Polo Sterling, the Uruguayan. He is truly one of the greatest players of a generation. 10 goals everywhere in the world, has won everything from the Argentine Open, the British Open, pretty much every single major tournament in the world. And Jan Erik, this man bringing his talents here to San Moritz for the first time.
No, it is, it's very special to have him with us here. And again, that of course is a reflection of how much these players want to play here, even if it's just once in their lifetime. And oh, but he also not made of
Another
wood.
one bites the dust.
After that build-up, you thought he might do us a favor there and put it through the middle, but it'll come again. It won't put him off, but it is going to be Team Makaj, where this goes in or wide. They are going to have the advantage at the halfway point of this second semi-final penalty shootout. Sterling always gone wide, the same goal.
Another one
So
bites the
Polo
dust.
Sterling, after the big build-up, just sent those 2 shots wide. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what pressure can do to you. Polo Sterling puts it wide. So Makaj at the halfway point, advantage to the team in black.
Indeed. So, let's see how San Moritz, top of the world, will respond. And let's see if Makaj can make the most of this little mini break, if you will, and extend their lead. And you can see they've all worked out where the wind is coming from. Ryan Pemble taking that ball out even further. Well, from where we're standing to the left, from where he's standing to the right. And I'm sure he'll be aiming for the near post, giving himself the room for that far post. Here we go then, Ryan Pemble with his first shot from 50 yards.
Pemble, he has aimed for it. It's curling, but he hasn't quite found the girl. You can see exactly what he was thinking
bites the
there.
dust.
Yeah, that was clever thinking, and just when you needed the little wind, the wind just thought, you know what, I'm going to go and have some lunch. So, clever thinking from Ryan Pemble, and he will have his second chance.
Kushnap practice sitting in the stand. We're still seeing those white jackets, waiting to see who they will be playing in that big showpiece final come tomorrow. Still plenty of opportunities of both sides to claim that place. He went to the other goalpost.
Another one bites the
The wind
dust.
came back, and it's gone wide to the right-hand goalpost. So the advantage at the halfway point. There's a chance here, and it looks like it is going to be the man from Sweden again, Nicholas Johansson, stepping up. 2 out of 2 from 30 yards out. Can he repeat the trick now from a little bit further back? And if he does, we're going to be all tied up again.
Indeed we are, and the way he came out for those first 2 shots, he's a kind of no-nonsense kind of penalty taker. You see, he just wants to get on with it, and no messing about with teeing up the ball. He's quite happy for the umpire to do so. Here we go then. Niklas Johansson for Sam Moritz, top of the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Definitely a big A for effort there for Niklas Johansson.
His step up confident after that.
Yeah.
He only just went wide. Game of inches out here on the snow.
Indeed it is. So, attempt number 2.
He's
Another
repeated
one
the trick,
bites the dust.
and it's just gone a little bit further wide. So 2 out of 2 from the 30, but unable to convert from the further distance. So it remains Team Makaj with the advantage here as we head towards the closing stages of his big second final.
Yeah, but you know what, John? It keeps the suspense high. I mean, the anticipation, the excitement, the crowd. You can see some of them biting their nails, wanting an early answer here. Absolutely amazing, the atmosphere here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you can really feel it stepped up a notch since that break at lunchtime.
So, Lydia Gauss. Is she going to show the boys how it's done?
We saw her first time around just take a couple of little circles round, making herself comfortable, making sure the ball was teed up. This time going a bit more straight to it.
Here we go. Walking up to the ball. Head down. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on!
Look at that by Lydia Gauss. Let's hear from the crowd. Let's hear for Lydia Gauss and Team Makaj. They are stretching that lead out in front. She's got to come back. She's doing a little lap of honor for the fans on the far side. But it's Lydia Gauss coming back.
Yeah, you need another one. You need another one, Lydia, but oh, she's happy. She is happy. Ladies and gentlemen, forget the Spice Girls. This is real girl power right here. Number 2. I hope the boys are watching. I mean, that really would be an incredible achievement, making their debut appearance and going straight through to the final. But we're not there just yet. Here we go then, Lydia Gauss with shot number 2. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it! Well, it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. 1 out of 2 is a lot better than some of the boys. Give her a round of applause, Lydia Gauss. Exactly. 3 out of 4. Well done, Lydia. So, now the pressure is on, and here he comes, the big hitter, Tito Gaudenzi.
Tito Gaudenzi, winner of the last 2 versions of this Snow Polo World Cup. He played with Adrien Laplacette last year and the year before. He was looking for 3 in a row. He's no longer standing. It's only Tito Gaudenzi who has a chance to become the first player in history to do that, but they are up against it. They trail by 3. He's going to really need to get both of these, you feel?
And I know Tito, he's going to try and send this one all the way to Zermatt. You watch.
And
Another one bites the dust.
with his 2 penalties earlier on from the closer distance, just wide to the right.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there. Bouncing ball, it could have possibly just bounced inward, but he was a little bit unlucky. So, second attempt for the Swiss American from 50 yards.
So Gaudenzi, just slow walk up to the ball. Hits it, this time he's gone for the other goalpost, he's got the hang of it, and San Moritz, top of the world. They are still in this second final, still every chance of facing the Krishna practice in the big showpiece final tomorrow. But up steps Makaj again.
And that is young Jack Hyde. All the way from the Royal County of Berkshire. Yeah, don't hold back, people. Do not hold back. Remember, he wants to do his dad proud, and I'm sure he is very proud of his son so far. Here we go then. Jack Hyde.
Curled back in. It curled back in. I thought it was going where we've seen so many go before, but that one took a curl left and it's gone through the center of the goal.
Well done, Jack. Well done indeed. Kept his head down, followed through nicely, and probably has the sound of his father in his head, in his ears, saying, just get on with it, Jack, just get on with it. So, shot number 2 then for young Jack Hyde. Nearly said Jack Sparrow there.
Similar hairstyle. Jack Hyde steps up, but this time it's gone wide left. So 7 balls to 4 Makaj. They still lead. And the mathematicians among us, they begin to wonder what needs to happen from here on in.
But ladies and gentlemen, let's give that young player another round of applause. Well done, Jack Hyde, scoring 1 out of 2. Well done, Jack. Now then, coming out with the number 4, the young man from Spain. Let's hope. Well, he's from Spain, but he's playing for San Moritz, yes, but thank you. Yes. And also he's putting the ball a little bit further out to the, well, from his point of view, the right-hand side, from our point of view, the left. Here we go then, Pelayo Berazadi.
Pelayo steps up, he aims for the left, and it's gone against the goalpost. Urge it on! It's there through the goal! You were just waiting to see what way the ball had bounced, and it bounced over the goal line. So, San Moritz, they have 3 penalties left. Makaj, they've got 2. So they really need Polo Barazadi to repeat his trick once again, trailing by 2.
Indeed they do. Oops. As they say, una más, one more. Looks good, looks good, looks good. ¡Qué golazo!
Polo Barazadi, he makes it 7 goals to 6 now. Cedro Strada, those 2 last penalties, they got to be up there, the most confident penalties, the best 2 penalties we've seen. He just needs to repeat that, get 2 again, and his side, they will be in the final. Missed just 1, and that 10-goal player, Polo Sterling, he will have a chance to bring them back in it.
Yep. So, let's see where this goes, because this could, it's a little bit of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Here we go then, to possibly seal the deal.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, and Mikaj, I think they can smell that they might be through here. He wants to seal it now. Another shot on goal from that man with the number 3, the 7-goaler from Argentina.
Seems intent on taking the wind out of the situation through power.
Yep.
Sounds simple. So for a place in the final, Cedro Strada, Mikaj.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. They came, they conquered, they saw, and that is the way you do it. But we would like to see Sam Moritz please continue. We haven't finished just yet, thank you. We would still like to see. Yeah, we still need Sam Moritz, please, to take your penalty shots. From a ranking point of view, they congratulate Mikaj, that is sportsmanship, and they know that they still have a job to do. So, 9 goals to 6 as it stands.
The ranking important, 2 more shots. Like we said, we know our 2 finalists, but then it becomes a case we do have the 3rd, 4th, the 5th, 6th place playoffs taking place tomorrow. That will all come down to games 1, goals scored. So really important here that Polo Sterling makes these 2 count. Sterling aims for the left through the center. Polo Sterling for Sam Moritz, top of the world. Gets goal number 7. Like we say, it won't be enough for a place in the final, but they will want to be in that 3rd and 4th place playoff, and another goal here for Polo Sterling would give them every single chance of doing just that.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, please do join us after this semi-final, as you did before, over at the prize presentation stand for the prize giving. We'll just wait for that 2nd shot. Take it away, John.
Polo Sterling makes it 9 goals to 8. Just inside the left-hand goalpost, and I have just had it confirmed to me. That will be them in the 3rd and 4th place playoffs, so really important there for Polo Sterling. But let's hear it again for both sides, but it will be Team Mikaj in the final tomorrow.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the captain, Lydia Gauss, Jack Hyde, Ryan Pemble, and Isidro Estrada. They are your finalists. Now, please join us, if you would, over behind the Tower of Power, next to the media tent for the prize presentation. And let us also remind you that tomorrow the action continues. Finals day of the 39th Snow Polo World Cup Sam Moritz 2024. The action starts tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Max power, I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose, set it on faster than ever. If I ever lose, set it on bigger and better. Hitting roller coaster come bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster.
It all starts with a flower. Fill your world with wonder.
Welcome to the world of exquisite Swiss luxury with Caviar Leary. A unique anti-aging creation harnessing the intrinsic value of caviar to create the ultimate luxury of youth, vitality, beauty, and irresistible appeal. Caviar Leary is the ultimate luxurious necessity for those who aspire to be young, vibrant, and beautiful, regardless of their age. Let there be cellular miracle, the legendary Caviar Leary.
Pazifik. A chli Sonnen am Grinz.
Viertel, ein bisschen Wind.
Tschatschen.
Weißt du, was das Pazifischste ist?
Was?
Ein Winterschlaf.
Du kannst doch nicht... Jetzt macht er einen Winterschlaf.
Wo bin ich? Wow, ich träume.
Du bist im Fall wach.
Überall gelassen.
Du schlafst nicht.
Sonne am Rücken. Das ist mein Wintertraumland.
Es ist Graubünden.
Jetzt doch nicht tanzen. Viertelblut.
Nein!
In Graubünden ist alles Pazifik. Ihre Winterferien werden es auch sein. Alles über Pazifik auf graubünden.ch.
I wanted to find out delicious selection of teas and artisan desserts. Everyone was so welcoming. We had this wonderful gourmet dinner at Le Soupière.